Hello and welcome back to Felony Spectator. I am your host, Heather, and welcome to 2024. This year, I'm going to start doing these mini current events videos as well as my longer episodes too. I'm hoping we can discuss and update things as they unfold live. So please let me know if you're into it or if you prefer the longer episodes. Today, we're going to start off with an ongoing case coming out of Kansas City. On Sunday, January 7th, three men, Ricky Johnson, age 38, David Harrington, age 37, and Clayton McGinney, age 36, went to another friend's home, Jordan Willis, to watch the Kansas City Chiefs game. From what I understand, Ricky, David, and Clayton were all very close childhood friends, and they all loved the Chiefs. And Jordan was someone they knew from high school. When the Chiefs game ended, Ricky, David, and Clayton seemingly disappeared. And to give you some context, the game started at 3:25 p.m. and went for approximately 3 hours. Now, when they failed to return home after the game, it wasn't immediately alarming because the men often slept over at each other's homes if they drank too much. The next day, when they still hadn't returned home or reached out, everyone started to call their cell phones, including Jordan's, looking for them with no answers. Some friends drove by Jordan's house and saw two of the men's cars still in the driveway. Some of them even stopped and knocked on the door, which went unanswered. When Tuesday rolled around, people were starting to get extremely worried. One man claimed that he knocked on the door for over 20 minutes on Tuesday, which again went unanswered. Calls and text messages were completely ignored. So finally, on Tuesday, January 9th, around 10 p.m., the fiancé of Clayton McGinney knocked on the door again. The missing men's cars were still outside, their phones still unanswered. So out of desperation, she broke into the house, smashing a basement window. While inside, she announced her arrival, which also went unanswered. She then walked around the home and sadly found one of the men on the back patio, seemingly deceased. She immediately called 911. Within 10 minutes, officers arrived and found two more bodies in the snow in the backyard, also deceased. When the officers entered the home, Jordan Willis calmly walked out of the master bedroom, dressed only in boxers, carrying an empty wine glass as if nothing was going on. Jordan has not been arrested, and the only thing that's been reported is that he thought perhaps they froze to death. Allegedly, his attorney has made a statement saying that Jordan didn't know his friends were in the backyard and that he's being cooperative with the investigators. I googled the weather that night, and it says that overnight it was only down to -1 degree Celsius, which is about 30 degrees Fahrenheit. In my opinion, that's not really go outside and freeze to death weather. It could take some time before you'd actually freeze to death. Here is a map of his yard, and you can clearly see there is a path that leads from the backyard to the front. And the gate was said to be unlocked, so they should have been able to just go to their cars from the back door. And to be honest, these men were also probably capable of jumping a fence if it were actually locked. But family know that these men were smart and wouldn't have just frozen to death in someone's backyard. Jordan Willis is a scientist for IAVI Antibody Center and is working towards creating a vaccine for HIV. He also has two beloved dogs that mean the world to him. These dogs weren't home this weekend for some reason, so he had no need to open the back door to let them out. All his social media accounts have been removed as well as his LinkedIn, so I haven't personally been able to see what he's posted or if he's posted anything seemingly odd or out of the ordinary in the past. I did see on TikTok his sister posted a strange photo of a dead bird a few weeks before the death of these men. There was strangely 3 dead birds on the back patio for no apparent reason. Police have said that there was no evidence of foul play, and the investigation is waiting on the medical examiner's office to determine the cause of death for these men. They do have the victims' cell phones to try and piece together a timeline of what happened before they died. A few days after the bodies were discovered, someone posted a photo of a U-Haul outside the home. It's not clear if he's completely moved out or where he's living now, but neighbors haven't seen any movement in the home since the bodies were discovered. Jordan has been renting the home for the past 6 months, and the homeowners live in a different state. I saw a listing updated 2 weeks ago on apartments.com, but it doesn't seem to be available at the moment. I also don't know how reliable this site is. Family of the three men are obviously not happy right now. There is a lot of unanswered questions as to what happened in that house. Why did Jordan calmly come out of his room holding a wine glass when police showed up? How did he not know people were looking for his friends? He ignored calls, texts, and banging on his door for 2 solid days. Things are just not adding up. There has been a few different accounts set up for family members to try and pay for funeral expenses, and Ricky's dad's looking to hire a private investigator. I won't go into any theories right now, but I will keep you posted with any updates regarding the case. But I do want to know what you think in the comments. Thanks again for joining me. If you like these mini episodes, also let me know, or if you want me to just do the long ones, we'll stick to those too.